Hey y'all, it's Kelly with CDX. I'm here with Kyle Dillingham and the boys.
Yeah.
How are y'all?
Hello, how's it going, Allie?
Good, how are y'all?
Yes, doing well. Thank you for having us.
Good to see you. I have got to just start this off with, how fabulous is this jacket?
Oh my gosh.
It is so great.
Custom Manuel.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
I saw that you wore, was it last night or is it tonight, the Manuel party?
Tonight, going to be there at 5 o'clock.
So jealous.
At 5 o'clock, he's going to have us do a little set. So, yeah, really thrilled. I mean, in addition to already a spotlight stage here at Music City Center, just getting and having Manuel invite us to come down and make some music in his store is more than icing on the cake. It's like a second dessert.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that. We were at picking up our car from the valet at the Palm a few nights ago, and Manuel was waiting on his too. And I told my husband, I'm like, that's like seeing Garth to me.
Yeah.
It's Manuel. So, and he's so gracious. He's all over town, and he's always so gracious and so kind and open for pictures and stuff. And yeah, I mean, he's Manuel. He's an artist.
I just was reflecting on his art and what that means for the artists. And it's something that doesn't get maybe thought about often enough, but aesthetic does matter.
Right.
And you want to play. My manager Jim Halsey says, I know that you're a top-notch fiddle player. You guys are great musicians, but we want the audience or whoever to start identifying with you as great before they ever hear a note. And that's Manuel.
Yes.
That's Manuel's greatness.
Right.
And I was reflecting on that, and I wrote him a song a couple months ago, and it was just this idea that you inspire the world. It's kind of the idea, but it's also has been personally very inspiring just to know him and know the legacy and what that means to the industry, the work he does, and just to be able to represent that in our performance is just, it's like beyond an honor,
Yes,
so
it is. He's such a legend, as well was Nudie, and it's just really great that he's carried it on. I hope somebody's following in his footsteps.
Yes,
I hope he's
I know
got
there are.
someone under him.
He's got some amazing, talented seamstresses working in his shop, and we've been able to hang out and get to know, and they're all talented and they're doing amazing things.
Very good. That's good to know. So, Cal, you're from Oklahoma, right?
Yes, fifth generation Oklahoman, born and raised in northwest Oklahoma in a town called Enid. And my great-great-grandfather made the land run of the Cherokee Strip in 1893 and settled the family farm, where spent summers driving the tractor and working for my grandpa. And my grandpa was a big Bob Wills fan, kept Bob Wills, Hank Williams, Charlie Pride, all that music going in the pickup truck, and really got into my soul as a young man, and really identified with the fiddle, with the Bob Wills music, and it kind of became the thing that drew me into this whole industry and this whole career.
Are y'all all from Oklahoma?
Oh no. I'm constantly asked, Brent, where did you grow up? And my response is inevitably, I didn't. I'm from Perryton, Texas, small little wheat town. We produce 1% of the nation's wheat. It's called the wheat heart of the nation, Perryton, Texas. I'm from there, lived there for about 19 years, and moved to Amarillo, Texas for about 4 years, and then I've been at Okie for 27 years.
And also an Oklahoman, just neighbors to Kyle, and we're actually double third cousins, as often happens in little small towns. But
how can you be a double? Is there any first removed or anything?
A sister over here and a brother and a sister over here, and it comes down.
Yeah.
Your choices are limited sometimes in a small town.
That is great.
But it's nice. We've been making music for 23 years or so together, and just having that family bond as well has been an awesome thing. And we were roommates in college, and we've had a chance to travel. I know Peter and I have been to 25 countries together.
What's your favorite so far? Recently you've been in Thailand, right?
Yes, I'm in Thailand. We did a big tour last September in China. We were representing the United States at the Silk Road International Cultural Expo in northwest China in Dunhuang, and a city, an oasis town right in the Gobi Desert, the meeting point of the East and the West along the ancient Silk Road. And we gave a historic first performance by an Americana country band ever. I mean, it was the first time they were hearing this music
Did they go crazy?
Yes, and so I became a member of the Country Music Association at the end of last year, and it's just for us. And we just also found out we've been accepted into the 2018-2019 American Music Abroad touring season through the U.S. Department of State, and it's exciting for us to represent the genre, represent the style and that sound of America, really, to new frontiers in the world. And it's hard to imagine. There's places where people have not heard country music, or heard the fiddle and the guitar and the double bass and those harmonies, those distinct sounds, but it's still out there, and there's still work to be done. And we're very, very proud to represent CMA as well as our country in our efforts to promote the United States.
That's so great. How exciting to go to so many different countries and share it with so many different people and different origins of all other kinds of music.
Right.
So it's very exciting.
You know, Jim Halsey, manager of the Oak Ridge Boys, I've been working with Jim as management now since about last July. And one of the things that always inspired me about Jim, and there was these historic tours that he did with Roy Clark and the Oak Ridge Boys back, in the 70s and 80s to former Soviet Union. And they were behind the Iron Curtain, and there was this time when there was such a needed effort to put our countries together in friendship. And it was through country music, just going and singing a little country music and smiling and waving and just, a Roy Clark, and it's just, that's always inspired me. And so now to be working with Jim and knowing his vision and his heart, and it always has been, just getting to know him better and realizing that when you talk to him, what it still inspires him to do his work is that this idea that music can change people's lives. Yeah, and it does.
It so does.
That's hilarious.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. So nice to
Allie,
see you.
thank you so
Y'all
much.
Stay cool.
Oh yes, we're gonna do it.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks for talking with us.
Kyle Dillingham. Thank you.